Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. I just kind of wanted to go live this morning and do a video on reflecting. Obviously, that's kind of been our discussion in the group that I have, a moment in time. Um, Reflecting can be a good thing and it can also be a hard thing. It obviously helps us reflect on things maybe we could have done different, or maybe things that we want to change. But it hit me the other day. I was pulling weeds. I know, but they are just rampant this year, like everything else in our life, right? There's just so many weeds and yuckiness in our lives right now as a world. Well, anyway, I was pulling weeds and I was like, wow, this is a lot like getting rid of things in your life, whether it be toxic relationships, um, brokenness, dealing with past family hurts that you are really trying not to, or patterns that you are trying not to carry on to your family. Um, a huge one for me that has really hit me a lot lately is identity. um, Along with identity crises. Um, as many of you know, I was a caregiver to both of my parents, and it was a very, very stressful time. I had to keep them in separate houses. Um, they could never be together. So, if I was going to take care of my mom, I needed to find care for my dad. Um, and obviously, I made all that work with no problem, but it was stressful. So I had obviously conquered the caregiving. Mom passed away in April of 2018. Dad passed away this last February of 2020. Um, Conquered a lot of battles there. It was a big identity. As a caregiver, I was kind of like, whoa. I was relieved of that, what I put on it as an identity. So I was freaking out a little bit then. After Dad had died, I had built up 4 new clients for my Second Hands Incorporated cleaning company and house management company that many of you know that I did have. And the week after Dad's celebration of life was my last week of work with Second Hands Incorporated. That's when America started shutting everything down. All the uncertainties began. So again, I had another identity crisis. That was an 11-year-old baby that I had built from nothing, no loans, no nothing. So I had to say goodbye to that also. And, I was in the moment of being still. And God was like, Samantha, you hold the key. And many of you, but some of you know that a couple years ago when it got really hard with Dad, I fought the good fight. I kept that business alive. Even taking Dad to work with me sometimes, finally getting help. I thought, wow, I fought the battle, Now I can kind of get on with my life. I'm not trying to make that sound selfish, but those that have caregive get it. I gave up a lot of my life to care for my parents. So anyway, in saying this, a couple years ago when things got rough with Dad, I was thinking of a career change then, and God was like, how about life coaching? You've always been your own advocate. Even when you were young, I sought out my self-help. I went to counselors, etc. I've always been one to help with friends, family, or people will refer people to me. So at that time, Dad was a lot in my face. Like, I don't think I just said that right, but Dad was constantly in my face, and I couldn't focus on the classes. I just couldn't do it. So I continued to maneuver through my Second Hands Incorporated cleaning and household management company. And the crazy thing is through this pandemic, I was devastated. I mean, 100%. I was like, nothing can ever shut this business down. People, I mean, I have a servant's heart, and it was just like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to these people's houses anymore. They need me. You know, I had built relationships with these people, and God was like, it's okay. You hold the key, and let's get on with this life coaching thing. And it was such a peaceful decision. And I call it a moment in time because there have been moments in my life that were distinctly not identified. And the thing is once again, I sought out help and did my own counseling and stuff. And it was one of those things. Once I started identifying the core root of the issue, I could move on. Yes, is it still there? Yes, but you know what? It has become blessings because it has made me stronger. It has allowed me to help others. This is a lot of what my life coaching will be, is getting to the root of issues, because some of us just keep going through life and like, this is just the way it is, and this is how it needed to be, and that's not absolutely the truth. I mean, it's like those weeds, you know? Sometimes you just need to get down to the root of the problem so it just doesn't keep growing, because now I look at some of the issues I've gone through: neglect, rejection, abuse, narcissism. And it's like, you know what? I have the root of it. And yeah, does it try to sneak up and attack me? Yeah, it does. But you know what? I can grow from it. And that's where I am here to talk to all of you. And I am ready to help others. And that is where my heart is. And that's what God has made me and formed me to be, is a servant to helping others, whether it's physically, mentally, or whatever. That's where I find joy and happiness. So I just wanted to discuss more on our reflecting. And this was just something that has really been on my heart since last week, since I kind of had some family downtime, a staycation, and reflecting. And when I was out weeding, it just really hit home. So I just want you first to all know you're not alone, and we all have a story, and we all have roots that we need to get down to. And I'm here to help you fight to get through those roots of those problems. Anyway, have a great day. If this hit you and you want to discuss things further, please reach out, and have a great day.